Is your asthma really under control?
Yeah. But sometimes I wheeze.
Ever wake up short of breath?
I do.
Use your fast-acting inhaler more than twice a week.
I use mine every day.
If that's what you call control, ask your doctor if prescription Flovent is right for you. Flovent twice a day helps control the inflammation that can cause asthma symptoms in the first place and helps improve lung function. Flovent won't replace fast-acting inhalers for sudden attacks. People switching from an oral steroid like prednisone to Flovent, an inhaled steroid, need to be especially careful. While adjusting to the switch, your body is not as able to heal after surgery, infection, or serious injury. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve.
Now this is control.
Flovent, helping you define asthma control.
This year, if the flu shows up at your house, there's something your doctor can do about it.
Ooh, I'm gonna like it here.
For details, talk to your doctor.
Oh, what a shot. Grandparents' dream, what a shot you just got. If you get that scream from as close as a kiss or across the room, every shot's a sure shot with a can of sure shots.
Winter means dry skin. As a pharmacist, I know that the best therapeutic lotion for dry skin is Curel.
Curel moisturizes better than any leading therapeutic lotion.
It just heals dry skin better.
You can see the cure in Curel.
CBS Wednesday. Celine performs her greatest hits in an all-new television concert.
Join me and my special guests, Gloria Estefan and NSYNC.
Plus an incredible duet with Frank Sinatra.
It will be a night to remember.
Celine Dion, all the way, CBS Wednesday.
Reba McEntire stars as a woman who wanted to bring the spirit of Christmas to an untamed land.
It's time to take a chance.
A world premiere movie, Secret of Giving, CBS this Thanksgiving.
RCA Victor. Do not try to adjust the picture.
Color TV.
There is nothing wrong with your TV. A new form of television is here. High definition. Up to 6 times sharper than current analog technology. The people who brought you TV, the color TV, and digital satellite TV welcome you to HD TV. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television. We've just made a better one.
Iron cooking pot, just like your grandma's, $38. Secret ingredients for her legendary stew, $12. Onions, $4. The hour while it simmers, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard, accepted wherever great cooks shop.
I will not forget that I have long-term responsibilities.
I won't let panic triumph over reason. I'll stay the course when everyone else says the sky is falling.
The stock market moves up and down, sometimes dramatically. In my 30-year career, the stock market's gone up over 10-fold. But in that same time period, it's had 14 drops of 10% or more. Stay the course. That's what I've always done.
For more information on Fidelity funds with a history of solid performance, visit Fidelity.com.
60 Minutes 2, a CBS News magazine, continues in a moment with Morley Safer and a 60 Minutes classic.
Tonight on 11 News at 10, they spent years building their dream home, only to have it all taken away without warning. Could you be facing the same problems?
Call it a hotspot for geological hazards.
Susan Suh investigates shaky ground. Tonight on 11 News at 10.
This holiday, nobody has a better better selection of tools than Eagle Hardware and Garden. Over 7,500 brand name tools and accessories at everyday low prices. Check your local paper's Thanksgiving edition for our special tool insert. It's enough to brighten anyone's holiday. Eagle Hardware and Garden. More of everything for the holidays.
More of everything means more brand names like Stanley. See the complete line of quality hand tools at guaranteed low prices every day at Eagle.
Looking for senior living? That is senior living at its best. Look no further than Viewpoint, located in beautiful Rock Rimmon. You'll find spacious 1- and 2-bedroom apartments, including a fully equipped kitchen, garages, and carports. But wait, there's more. Weekly maid service, the finest dining, and inspiring views. There are no large upfront entry fees, just a simple month-to-month rental program. At Viewpoint, retirement never looked better. Call today or just stop by 555 South Rock Rimmon Boulevard.
"60 Minutes 2 will continue in a moment.
CBS Market Watch Update, sponsored by Charles Schwab.
Good evening. A survey out today finds car sales and repairs are the leading source of consumer complaints in America. A company called Epidemic Marketing is offering to pay computer users who agree to attach ads to their email. And on Wall Street, profit-taking sent stock prices lower. Elizabeth Caledon, CBS News.
You know, people still ask me about the crash. I'm tired of talking about the crash. I mean, first of all, it wasn't even really a crash. 1929. That was a crash.
Yeah, that was bad.
90, it was more like a market correction, typically defined by like 10-20% drop in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which, if you consider the economic factors that are affecting the current risk premiums.
When we created a smarter kind of investment firm,
Guess it's not that surprising.
we created a smarter kind of investor.
What do you know about expense ratios? An expense ratio is a percentage.
Market Watch Update from CBS News.
Here's your regular internet homepage, and here's i1.com. It's free. You use it like Yahoo, Excite, or other search engines. Only i1.com gives away $10,000 every day, $1 million a month, and $10 million on tax day. Which one would you choose?
Very loyal to this site. I'm not going to abandon it for some new guy with a truckload of cash.
You're kidding.
Of course. Do I look like an idiot? Look at this cash.
Introducing i1.com. Why wouldn't you?
I was miserable. My antacid didn't do the whole job. Then I tried Alka-Seltzer.
Only Alka-Seltzer relieves heartburn and pain and has the effervescent power to speed relief.
It made a believer out of me.
Get better relief. Get Alka-Seltzer.
My feet are killing me.
You need new Podiasin Soak and Massage Gel. Only Podiasin dissolves in water for instant pain relief, then rubs into open pores for deep, lasting relief.
The pain is gone.
New Podiasin Soak and Massage Gel.
Your website's going to be set up like an MMDS gigabyte with a rotating geostationary satellite. We feel that both you and your customer will appreciate binary riddles that users love. You know, that's part of the fun. Wait till you guys see this. The technology will be obsolete by the time we leave here today, but that's okay because we'll come back.
Who designs your website is up to you. Hooking it up and delivering the goods, leave that up to us.
Of course, you ship everything FedEx.
FedEx. Be absolutely sure.
Next, guess who's coming to Thanksgiving dinner?
Michael. As in your husband, Michael?
And look who's in charge.
I guess I'll have to cook dinner myself. What? I can recognize a disaster when I see one coming.
So what could go wrong?
I think it's time to make this thing final.
What thing?
You know, the D word, divorce.
Judging Amy, CBS Next.
James Garner and Julie Andrews in a heartwarming holiday romance.
Do you believe in second chances?
I only believe in what I see.
One special night, CBS Sunday.
Shania Twain rocks Texas Stadium in an all-new special Thanksgiving Thursday on CBS.
Tonight on 11 News at 10.
In an 11 News investigation, Susan Saw looks into homes built on unstable land. Are you at risk? Also, we'll check in at the airport and give you an update on holiday traffic. Plus, Storm Team's Mike Matson with your Thanksgiving Day forecast.
Tonight on 11 News at 10.
Cub's low prices, you can bring home a whole lot more. Cub. Save more, get more.
This week at Cub, bone-in ribeye roasts, $2.98 per pound, and Minute Maid orange juice, 2 for $3.
Chevy Malibu has raised the standards. Standard V6, standard automatic, standard ABS, standard air. All this for about $4,000 less than Camry and Accord. Chevy Malibu, standards you can depend on. Now lease a 2000 Malibu for as low as $219 a month for 36 months. Residency restrictions apply. Call for important lease details. See your local Chevrolet dealer today.
This holiday, nobody has a better selection of tools than Eagle Hardware and Garden. Over 7,500 brand name tools and accessories at everyday low prices. Check your local paper's Thanksgiving edition for our special tool insert. It's enough to brighten anyone's holiday. Eagle Hardware and Garden. More of everything for the holidays.
Porter Cable gives you more power, like this cordless drill driver kit with batteries, charger, and carrying case. Porter Cable, every day at Eagle.
At what's coming up tomorrow on the CBS Evening News.
Can banks be stopped from making ATM surcharges? And where can you go to avoid this double dipping? The story tomorrow on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Can change in 28 years. If you had invested $10,000 in American Century's growth fund in 1971, it would be worth a cool $1.3 million today. Our advice? Hang in there, baby. Call 1-888-ACI-FUNDS for your investment professional.
Nobody in America sells more office products to more businesses than Office Depot.
You can shop our store. Or you can shop our catalog.
You can shop online.
Taking care of business. It's all mine. Taking care of business and working overtime. Work out.
Office Depot. Taking care of business.
Two mothers discovered their children were switched at birth.
There was a mix-up in the hospital.
Now they'll face a bitter court battle and an impossible choice.
It can't be true.
Melissa Gilbert.
Morgan is my son. End of story.
And Rosanna Arquette.
I could never give him up.
Inspired by actual events, Switched at Birth premieres CBS Wednesday.
Coming to CBS, it's the biggest week of music ever. Starting Wednesday, join Celine Dion for her all-new concert special with guests NSYNC and Gloria Estefan. Plus an incredible duet with Frank Sinatra. Then on Thanksgiving night,
I'm coming to play.
Entertainer of the Year Shania Twain rocks Texas Stadium. And Friday, it's international phenomenon Ricky Martin's first network special. 3 superstars, 3 nights in a row, 1 network. Celine, Shania, and Ricky. It all starts Wednesday night on CBS.
Dave's talking to Kathy Lee Gifford tonight on CBS.
Come on, girls. Big Kmart is open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Thanksgiving Day. Let them watch football. We're going shopping. Save 30% on this Samsung microwave, just $48.88. Save 20% on Christmas decorations, including all trees and all light sets. Save 70% on all fine and precious jewelry. Save 40% on winter outerwear for the entire family. Save big from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Thanksgiving Day at Big K. Changing for the better.
The Dirt Devil Vision with swivel casters is loaded with power you can see. And instead of bags, it vacuums dirt into an easy-to-empty container. The Vision from Dirt Devil.
Thanks.
Thanks for making Aleve. For almost 5 years, I often had a hard time walking. I went from doctor to doctor and even had surgery on both knees. Most pain relievers worked for a while, then quit, and the pain came back. Finally, a doctor suggested Aleve. Soon I could dance all night again.
Aleve can stop pain all day with just 2 pills. It would take 8 Tylenol to do that.
Now people say I'm a walking advertisement for Aleve.
All day strong, all day long.
Don't you hate the phrase, assembly required? Then try Chili's Sirloin Stack. It's a tender seasoned sirloin, sauteed onions, and grilled peppers all put together for a bold new taste. Chili's Sirloin Stack. Let's eat.
At KBKids.com, you'll get toys you can't find anywhere else. Like the new Toy Story 2 interactive talking train set with Buzz, Woody, Jessie, and the evil Zurg.
To infinity and beyond.
And while kids will make it this season's Gotta Have Toy, at least you won't have to wait in line to get it. Just click here. The Toy Story 2 interactive talking train set. Hurry. Available online only at KBKids.com. We get toys.
Reba McEntire stars as a woman who wanted to bring the spirit of Christmas to an untamed land.
It's time to take a chance.
Now, with the help of a mysterious stranger, better known as Butch Cassidy, will a miracle come true?
Merry Christmas!
Secret of Giving this Thanksgiving.
Don't touch! No, 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 no. Hold it! My family touches everything, so to fight bacteria, I switched from Lysol to something new.
New Clorox Disinfecting Spray, a breakthrough in fighting bacteria. Watch. Lysol's protection fades as the surface is touched, but Clorox keeps killing 99.9% of bacteria around the clock up to 24 hours. New Clorox Disinfecting Spray, the only one that kills 99.9% of bacteria for 24 hours.
Less moisture is what you get with other body washes. But with Olay Daily Renewal, you get more moisture. More than any other body wash. Olay Daily Renewal. Proof more moisture means radiant, resilient skin.
Words reserved for your face are possible all over your body with new Olay Daily Renewal Body Wash. Radiant, resilient skin with more even tone. Daily Renewal Body Wash from Oil of Olay. Proven to transform your skin.
Coming only to theaters.
He's stealing Woody. Help, guys!
I'm pecking you in your angry eyes, just in case.
This Thanksgiving.
Drop!
The toys are back in town. And just trying to get home in one piece.
All right, nobody look till I get my cork back in.
Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Toy Story 2.
Ride like the wind, bullseye!
Rated G starts Wednesday, November 24th at a theater near you.
You drag it, you bat it, drives you mad, but you can't get at it.
Say goodbye to dirt, dust, and hair with the new Pledge Grab-It Sweeper and Claws. Because Pledge Grab-It Claws are electrostatically charged to grab the stuff brooms and vacuums may miss.
You want to nab it, go on and grab it, so fast and light it could become a habit. Grab it!
And get rid of dirt, dust, and hair for good. New Pledge Grab-It Sweeper and Claws.
Grab it!
Give thanks. Baby Depot's Thanksgiving sale is on right now at Burlington Coat Factory. Save an extra $20 to $60 on all Bassett baby furniture. This glider rocker and ottoman combo now only $269.99. Take an extra $10 off this Graco Pack and Play and Rocking Entertainer. And $20 off these strollers. And save up to 50% off department store prices on Little Milayette and Carter's Playwear. Only at Baby Depot.
Mama told me you better shop around.
Tonight, Dave answers your turkey questions.
I'm using a meat thermometer, but I don't know where to stick it.
Kathy Lee Gifford brings her own butter ball, and things start cooking.
No bra. There's no bra.
No. Yeah. I could wear a steel bra and you'd still get a little nippy.
It's a late show with all the fixes.
Tonight.
Then catch Craig.
Superstar Ricky Martin takes New York by storm. And CBS has his first ever network special. Ricky Martin, CBS Friday.
There's nothing like the fragrance of a woman, especially if that's all she's wearing.
White diamonds from Elizabeth Taylor.
I never forget a woman in diamonds.
A brilliant gift with a $47.50 White Diamonds fragrance purchase.
Sometimes less isn't more. More is more. New Sara Lee New York style cheesecake. Big, classy, creamy, right out of the freezer. Sara Lee, add some delicious to your life.
Hey, Sparky, what should we do today? Hang on, Sparky. Wow! Look at all these toys. Hey, wait for me. Sparky, what do you suppose they call this place?
Target Toys. Explore the fun.
Judging Amy will return. Then it's your local news followed by Dave and Craig.
Tackle your hunger with Campbell's Chunky Soup. Look under Chunky Soup labels for game cards and watch the NFL on CBS Thanksgiving Day. Tune in before kickoff to see if you won a trip to Super Bowl 34.
CBS Wednesday. Celine Dion in an all-new concert special. Join Celine with special guest Gloria Estefan. And NSYNC. Plus an incredible duet with Frank Sinatra. One night, one concert. Celine performs all her greatest hits.
It will be a night to remember.
Celine Dion, all the way, CBS Wednesday.
Making the coffee. Hey, making the coffee. Making the coffee. Making.
He's making it. I'm not drinking it.
It's Nescafe Gourmet Instant Coffee. Anyone can make it.
It's new.
Yeah, it tastes like whole bean coffee to me.
Well, that's you. I have standards.
Ow.
Oh. Hazelnut French roast.
He likes it. He likes it.
Introducing new Nescafe Gourmet Instant Coffees. Whole bean coffee taste in an instant. Nescafe. Adventures in coffee. So, what'd you get?
Peanut butter and jelly? How about you?
Bologna. What'd you get?
Turkey.
With Cub's low prices, you can bring home a whole lot more. Cub. Save more, get more.
This week at Cub, bone and ribeye roasts, $2.98 per pound, and Minute Maid orange juice, 2 for $3.
Good evening, I'm Eric Singer. Coming up on 11 News tonight, an 11 News investigation that you shouldn't miss if you own a home or are thinking about buying one. Susan Suh looks into shaky ground. Also keeping your feet on the ground and your eyes to the holiday ahead. We'll zero in on air travel. Today and tomorrow will be the busiest days of the year. We'll show you what you can do to make the trip a whole lot less bumpy. Now this.
Every time I eat this strawberry flavored Philadelphia cream cheese, I feel strawberry all over. Oh, man. Hope this washes out.
We'll also tell you what could be a major step forward for millions who suffer diabetes. That's in tonight's Health Watch. See you for 11 News tonight at 10.
We've always taken a lot of pride in the fact that we make the finest sausage. And here's a surprise for you maple lovers. Jimmy Dean maple sausage. Same great sausage with a real taste of maple. To me, there's none better. Taste that country goodness.
We all know how much help buddies can be.
Looking good. You all right on that?
So get the Workmate. With a powerful clamp that can go anywhere and hold anything.
Oh.
The Workmate.
Breeze feels good, doesn't it?
Built by Black & Decker.
Professor, tell us about your discovery.
Absolutely. You can get all your long-distance calls for under $1.
How is that possible?
Just dial 1010-220. It's only 99 cents for all calls up to 20 minutes and just 9 cents a minute after that.
When do you get these rates?
Every hour of every day.
And no monthly fees.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, no monthly fees.
I told you they'd love it.
Dial 1010-220.
In this life, there's just no stopping. No break for a hacking cough. No rest for a raw, sore throat. Aches, fever. But when you're desperate for relief, there is Theraflu. Fast, powerful, hot liquid therapy. With the first sip of that soothing hot liquid, you feel relief is on the way. Soon your throat is soothed, your cough calmed. Maximum strength Theraflu. Now in new honey lemon chest congestion and cough. Instant comfort, powerful relief.
Now that everybody knows about New Sean, we're booking to retire.
Again.
He's here.
can't retire now. I have to tell folks they've improved Charmin Double Roll.
I'm seeing double. Because it's twice as long as the Charmin Single Roll.
Double.
And stronger and more absorbent.
He's not retiring.
New Charmin Double Roll and Triple Roll, too.
My mama told me you better shop around. Who's kidding who? The fact is, Burlington Coat Factory's prices are a lot lower than the department store sale prices on the same top-quality, famous designer coats for ladies, men, and children. With over 15,000 coats in every location, nobody comes close to today's Burlington Coat Factory. We're more than great coats, but oh, what great coats. My mama told me you better shop around.
Two mothers discovered their children were switched at birth.
There was a mix-up in the hospital.
Now they'll face a bitter court battle and an impossible choice.
It can't be true.
Melissa Gilbert
Morgan is my son. End of story.
and Rosanna Arquette.
I could never give him up.
Inspired by actual events, Switched at Birth premieres CBS Wednesday.
CBS Thanksgiving after the football game, Shania Twain rocks Texas Stadium. In an all-new special, Shania Twain, come on over, CBS Thanksgiving.
Hi, I'm Mary Ann. Welcome to the neighborhood. I baked you some cookies.
Oh, thank you very
And
much.
a dessert.
Thank you.
Detergent.
Okay.
Fruit.
All right.
Paper towels. A shrimp platter.
With Cub's
graham
low
crackers,
prices,
a
you can
log,
bring home a whole
potato.
lot more. Cub. Save more, get more.
How about a bundt cake?
This week at Cub, bone and ribeye roasts, $2.98 per pound, and Minute Maid orange juice, 2 for $3.
Well, the Avs will try to continue their winning ways. Highlights at 10.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
Last time Kathy Lee was on The Late Show, she was hot for Dave. And then Dave covered a hot topic.
You're certainly too good for the likes of that Frank.
What'll happen on the next Dave? Find out.
Only one motion picture has been rousing, uplifting, and stirring critics all across America. Al Pacino, Russell Crowe in the best film of the year, The Insider, a Michael Mann film, rated R, now playing.
It's color and texture that create an overall design scheme. I've always believed that form should follow function. Introducing EA Kids by Ethan Allen. It's the comforter really that ties the whole room together. Sale ends this weekend.
When it's really cold outside and you get that craving for something really hot, remember Wendy's Spicy Chicken Sandwich. It's seasoned with Dave's own blend of pepper and spices.
And they make nifty hand warmers.
This Christmas, give her diamonds from Kay Jewelers. Diamonds hand-selected for extraordinary color and clarity. Like Kay's Diamond Solitaire earring starting from $99.95. With diamonds from Kay Jewelers, you will make her very happy.
On the next Judging Amy.
This woman is desperate.
Why can't you do it?
I'm your superior. I'm giving you a case. No one came. Now you get to keep her. You are so fired.
A youthful offender case.
No.
Stabbed her home ec teacher with a pair of scissors.
My client suffers from a severe mental disorder.
This is outrageous.
Multiple personality disorder.
You just never know what's going to happen on The Late Show when Dave welcomes special guest Kathy Lee Gifford. Plus, a brand new Top 10. But first, your local news.
Coming up on 11 News tonight, if you're a homeowner or potential buyer, an 11 News investigation uncovers information you won't want to miss.
Plus, a live report on this busy holiday travel time.
In tonight's Crime Stoppers report, the trail is cold and police need your help in a murder case.
11 News Tonight is next.
Now, coverage you can count on. This is 11 News Tonight.
Do you live on shaky ground? If you think not, you may be surprised by what you're about to hear in tonight's 11 News investigation. Good evening, everyone. I'm Melissa Brown.
And I'm Eric Singer. Thanks for joining us. Colorado Springs is a hot spot when it comes to landslides. And this summer, the city condemned 3 homes in the Holland Park neighborhood after a long, dormant slide moved. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Investigative reporter Susan Sudd joins us now. And so, Susan, are more homes in danger from landslides?
Eric, potentially yes. Hundreds of homes were, and many more are still being built on dormant landslides. But just because the slides are dormant doesn't mean they're dead. And every home on ground like that is at risk.
I can't believe something like this could be real.
And the reality is devastating in this Holland Park neighborhood. Rachel Campbell's home started slowly moving after heavy rains this spring, eventually forcing her out. Her driveway has a big sinkhole. Her chimney is ready to fall. Inside, it looks like an earthquake hit. Cracks, broken windows, doors that won't close. All because a landslide, inactive for hundreds of years, moved under her home.
I was surprised that there was an inactive landslide. And how does one know?
But surprisingly, some people did know about the risks. This map, prepared in 1974, shows Holland Park to be unstable ground. The map was part of a federally funded study the Colorado Springs City Planning Department used in 1975 when it proposed the city designate hillside districts, where development should be limited. This and other studies to follow mapped thousands of acres of landslides all over the city. Like in parts of the Broadmoor Bluffs area. This home's foundation buckled on a slide in 1995. In the upscale Cedar Heights subdivision, the Homeowners Association is suing the developer for landslide problems. Today, in the Pine Cliff neighborhood, you can see a toe of a landslide right under dozens of condominiums.
Is the headscarp for a landslide that continues on down the valley.
Engineering geologist John Himmelreich has been mapping the hazards in Colorado Springs for more than 20 years. He claims many developers and city officials have long known about dormant landslides.
There's a momentum to build, and once that momentum starts, then the process breaks down.
I called the Housing and Building Association of Colorado Springs, an organization which represents the development community. The spokesman there didn't want to talk on camera, but he says he's not aware of anyone who knowingly developed on a landslide. But even the city's senior civil engineer, who has worked in the industry for developers, believes otherwise.
Those of us that were in the private sector, you know, we knew of risky areas around town, and we've known about them for, 20 years at least I've known about them.
Whatever developers did or did not know, they continued building. There was no law keeping them from doing so. Shouldn't there have been some kind of ethical responsibility there? Why did they continue to build? Was it about money? Was there a momentum to build?
I think that was a part of it.
And what about the city, which we know was aware of the possibilities as early as 25 years ago? As we mentioned earlier, the planning department staff used this EPA-funded study as a source for its comprehensive plan report in 1975. The study clearly states, in mapped unstable areas, like in Holland Park, eventual failure can be expected. Where does the responsibility lie?
It seems to me there is some liability. It seems like there's enough to spread all the way around, if you really ask my opinion on it. But I think that's what the courts are doing.
Only after a landslide destroyed a home and damaged a handful of others on Regency Drive here in the Broadmoor Bluffs neighborhood did the city take action to protect homeowners. The 1996 Geohazards Ordinance requires a geotechnical study on every property, but the ordinance is far from 100% protection. In fact, developers can still build on inactive landslides today.
Old slides that, with enough analysis, you could still develop safely.
Safe or not, in most cases, the developer need only to follow the recommendations of his own consultants.
We're actually trying our best to rely on the professional integrity and competence of the geologists and the engineers who go out on the site.
The geotechnical studies are on file at the planning department, but developers have no obligation to provide a copy to the home buyer.
I think part of the problem is that the average home buyer trusts that there is a system in place that will protect them, when I think the actual situation is a buyer beware.
So what should you do? What can you do to avoid being the next victim of a landslide? If you're buying a new home, review the geotechnical reports at the City Planning Department. For a home built before the Geohazards Ordinance, check out maps in city, county, and state records. Or better yet, you can hire an engineering geologist to study the site, but that can cost $300 to $500. Finally, if you live on an inactive landslide, get insurance. It's costly, about $400 for every $100,000 of property value every year, with a high deductible, but well worth it if you consider the risk.
Now, I also talked to several developers. Most say the development community has behaved responsibly in the past, even without a legal obligation to do so. And they say many did have geological reports done on hillside properties with recommendations to builders. Now, by the way, even if you don't live on a hill, there are other geological hazards in Colorado Springs, like dipping bedrock and expansive soil. So, Eric, definitely a good idea to get an expert opinion on your property.
An eye-opening report. Thank you, Susan.
In other news tonight, the holiday travel season is in full swing and things are picking up at the Springs Airport. Today and tomorrow are the busiest days of the year. As Angie Holdsworth finds out, with the mass of people who are expected, things are likely to get worse.
Chicago O'Hare, Atlanta. Major airports around the country are filling up as people rush to get home for Thanksgiving.
I'm traveling to San Jose.
Dallas, Fort Worth, and then that's not final destination. I'm driving from there to a little town called Munster.
Here in the Springs, airport officials estimate about 24,000 people will pass through the airport in just 2 days. That's up 5,000 people per day than normal.
Following the Westpac era, this airport is used to big numbers, and we are very able to accommodate any kind of crowd that comes in here. We're well prepared.
Even so, airport officials advise passengers to be well prepared. Teresa Reed is all prepared to keep her son Landon busy should there be any delays. But so far, so good.
It really hasn't been all that bad at all. I came in through Salt Lake and then we're going back through Denver, so I hope for the best in Denver.
And experienced travelers offer some advice by example.
I'm here 2 hours in front of my flight, and you know, I'm used to travel. You know, I'm an older traveler, so I planned for it.
Angie Holdsworth, 11 News.
And you should also arrive about 90 minutes early during these busy hours and call ahead to make sure your flight's on time. Here are a couple of other tips to keep things moving smoothly. Pack your carry-on lightly to avoid clutter in the cabin. Put wrapped gifts in packed luggage, otherwise they might be subject to search at security. Also have your identification ready when you get to the counter. Well, if you're traveling by car, there will be some cone zones on I-25 for construction this week. The southbound I between Fillmore and Bijou will be closed tonight and tomorrow from 10 until 6 a.m. Truck traffic will be rerouted off I-25 at the Fillmore exit and re-enter southbound I-25 at South Nevada. Car traffic will exit at Fillmore and re-enter at I-25 and Bijou.
State troopers won't be setting up speed traps on Colorado highways this holiday weekend. Instead, they'll concentrate on aggressive drivers. Road rage incidents are on the rise, and troopers will be on the lookout for drivers who exhibit this kind of aggressive behavior. So what does the forecast look like for the holiday weekend? Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Mike Madsen has a look in tonight's first forecast. Mike?
Eric, will have the coldest temperatures of the week tonight, and tomorrow will be on the brisk side, but warmer than it was today. So your first forecast looks like this. First thing in the morning, it'll be in the teens in Colorado Springs and Pueblo, and there could be some areas of fog. But partly cloudy in 30s by noon, and Colorado Springs will stay in the 30s by 3 p.m. Pueblo will climb into the 40s. But for the holiday, a nice warming trend, and we'll talk about that when we get back together in just a little bit on this newscast. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Mike. A 2-year-old murder case resurfaces tonight in our Crime Stoppers report. Deborah Robinson Stoudemire was killed Thanksgiving weekend 1997. Her mother found her dead inside their apartment in the early morning hours of November 30th. The 24-year-old Fort Carson soldier had been shot in the head. Now, detectives have interviewed nearly 200 people in the case, but nothing that's materialized. Tonight, they're looking for more clues.
Any names of people that we can talk to, whether they're a suspect, a friend, or just a person that she socialized with or was acquainted with, would give us somewhere to start.
If you have any information on this crime, please call Crime Stoppers at 634-STOP. You will remain anonymous and could receive a cash reward of up to $2,000.
The Spring City Council upholds a Planning Commission decision to allow development in an area behind Gold Camp Elementary. Controversy had stemmed from the fact there was only one road in and one road out of the area. Fire officials said that would create a dangerous situation in case of a wildfire. Development will be allowed with the understanding that a second access will be created.
Well, we're covering your world starting in Washington, D.C.
That's where NASA announces plans to explore Earth from outer space. In tonight's World Watch, NASA has designed a new spacecraft called Terra, Latin for Earth. It'll launch from a California Air Force base on December 16th. Scientists hope this will measure changes in our environment and climate and better predict disasters.
The Vatican is criticizing Muslim plans to build a mosque in Nazareth. The site of the mosque will be across the street from where many believe the Virgin Mary was told she would give birth to Jesus. The Vatican says the location of the structure could cause tensions between Christians and Muslims.
Thousands of refugees continue to flee the breakaway republic as troops move in on Grozny. Over 200,000 Chechen refugees have fled to a neighboring republic. Moscow claims it's targeting rebel fighters, but human rights groups say civilians are being hit.
Well, coming up on 11 News tonight in our Health Watch report, a new option for millions of diabetics.
And a little later, 2 turkeys get a second chance to make it through another Thanksgiving without being the main course.
You're watching 11 News, coverage you can count on. With Eric Singer, Melissa Brown, Chief Meteorologist Mike Matson with your Storm Team forecast, and Complete Sports with John Owens. This is 11 News Tonight.
At Pueblo Toyota, we're selling Camrys for only 2% over invoice. What is 2% over invoice? It means you save a ton of money and drive away in a brand new Toyota. Show me the money. Okay. We take our pure dealer cost and add only 2%. This is your final cost. Look at Pueblo Toyota's 2% price. Compare it against the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Oh, 2% over invoice. Get this beautiful Camry only $245 a month. Now that's a great deal. That's 2% over invoice. So why aren't you driving? The best cars, the best deals, the best place. We make it worth the drive. Pueblo Toyota, Highway 50 West.
There's a long-standing tradition in Pueblo. We help each other. And though the name has changed, one funeral home is still fully owned and fully operated by Puebloans, Montgomery and Stewart. Since 1922, when its name was Rao, Pueblo families have trusted the service, the kindness, and the professionalism of these people, and the tradition continues at Montgomery and Stewart. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here to help you. Montgomery and Stewart Funeral Directors.
With Cub's low prices, you can bring home a whole lot more. Cub. Save more, get more.
This week at Cub, bone-in ribeye roasts, $2.98 per pound, and Minute Maid orange juice, 2 for $3.
Everybody in the family loves watching the kids grow up, and they do it through pictures.
Grandma and Grandpa.
And they love getting pictures of the girls.
Baby and Papa Jack.
Pictures like this when we're having fun together.
Uncle Chase and Uncle Bob.
Probably the best pictures of Alex are the ones with food on her face.
Yeah.
Uncle Matt.
We take the film to Walmart because we're in there, every week anyway.
And Aunt Lisa.
We just drop our film off and we go shopping, and it's just very convenient.
Bring the stories of your life to Walmart Film Developing.
It's just important for the family to be able to see the girls grow up.
This winter, we'd like to give you a season pass to Winter Park Resort. That includes 3 beautiful snow-peaked mountains, 20 chairlifts, thousands of moguls, tons of snow, lots of fun, and a great big ski lodge. There is, however, one catch. You'll need to get our snowmobile. Buy or lease a Honda Passport or CRV and get a season pass to Winter Park Resort.
This may be a new option for millions of diabetics who have to take insulin. For people who don't like needles, this could be a major step forward in diabetic treatment. And we'll take a look at the battle against germs and the most unusual places you may find them. More in tonight's Health Watch. Barbara is one of the people testing the new insulin inhaler. She's involved in a 12-month clinical trial in Los Angeles to see if this inhaler is effective. The way it works is that you would inhale a dry powdered insulin. Some believe this will mean more freedom as an alternative to insulin injections. Here's some cheery news that may make you and your family wear gloves when you're out. The next thing you touch could be filled with some disgusting bacteria. Scientists found all kinds of it and body fluids in samples taken from Tucson, San Francisco, and Chicago. We'll call the list the yuck factor. Playground equipment ranked the worst. Nearly half tested positive for mostly saliva or mucus. Shopping cart handles didn't pass the cleanliness test either, and half the surfaces at shopping malls and banks are covered with filth. Incidentally, researchers say we touch 300 surfaces in just a half an hour. The study appropriately was paid for by the Clorox company, makers of that all-cleaning bleach. Melissa?
I'll keep my hands right here. Well, if you have any health questions, call our Spring City line and Access Care. It'll connect you to Memorial Hospital. Well, after a couple of cold and snowy days, some changes are on the way, and Mike has more coming up in weather.
When you've got the need for some serious air, Voice Stream gives you more.
Best ever.
600 anytime weekday minutes.
I know it's the best.
Plus free weekends nationwide.
Because I called everywhere.
That's a huge hunk for just $39.99.
I'm telling you, Bob, this is the best.
So get a hunk of your own.
On the other hand, maybe you should go to Maine.
With Voice Stream. Guaranteed.
Hello. This Friday only from 6 to 11 a.m. at Walmart, we've got gift ideas that are hot. Like our 300-count curtain lights, just $6.47 each. We've got gift ideas that are fun, like kitchen appliances from Corel Coordinates, Proctor Silex, and Rival, only $7.50 each. And we've got prices that are great, like the Vortex 16 or 20-inch torpedo bikes or Glamour Girl bikes, just $28.88 each. But hurry, it's this Friday only, from 6 to 11 a.m. at Walmart.
Dodge Ram. Different from other full-size pickups because they last longer. And here's an offer that will help your new Ram look good for years to come. $500 in Mopar accessories when you buy or lease a Ram regular cab through Chrysler Financial. Everything from bed liners to CD changers. But hurry, this offer ends December 23rd. We've made it easy to start a long-lasting relationship with this very unique truck. Dodge Ram. Different.
This is Bud, this is Sadie, and this is their favorite hangout, Garden of the Gods Trading Post. It's no doggone wonder. When tracking down the best gifts, collectibles, and Southwestern art, Garden of the Gods Trading Post is everyone's best friend. Out-of-town guests take home the perfect memento. Lucky locals discover that the best treasures are buried right in your own backyard. Tell them Bud and Sadie sent you. Fetch a nice little reward. Garden of the Gods Trading Post just past Balanced Rock. Doggone it, this is the place.
Frosty night in southern Colorado, but if this is a little too much of a good thing for you, don't worry, it's going to get warmer for the rest of the week. But here's a look at the current conditions. At the moment in Colorado Springs, it's 17. 30 the high at the airport, though warmer around most of town, and it was 14 in the morning. The wind is easterly, the relative humidity is 70%, and that combination still has the possibility of producing some fog and low clouds. 32 in Pueblo, 42 the high today, and 19 in the morning. The wind is from the southeast, and the relative humidity is 66%. The average high for the Springs on this date is 48, and for Pueblo, it's 53. And some frosty temperature reports from the Storm Team SchoolNet stations. Already it's dipped into the single digits at UPass Elementary and Chipeta Park. It's 9 on Monument Hill. Otherwise, teens and 20s across the northern SchoolNet. You'll find my forecast and daily weather eye on the weather page in the Gazette tomorrow. And from the southern SchoolNet station, 17 at Antonito, 18 at Westcliff, but it jumps to 30 at Pueblo West at Swallows Charter Academy. 32 in Vineland, 27 degrees in Aguilar. Now in the national weather picture, the same cold front that brought the cold and the snow to Colorado is moving eastward, And here where it has a little more water in the air to work with, big thunderstorms now rumbling across the Tennessee and Ohio valleys. It's a snowstorm day for parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin, as you would expect for this time of the year. And while cold air lingers over Colorado, high pressure is building in from the west. From a satellite's perspective, now this is enhanced infrared satellite imagery, where the brighter the colors, the higher and the colder the cloud tops. There are a couple of little disturbances moving through it. It may mean a snow flurry or two over the mountains and foothills, but no significant accumulations, and then it's going to move on. And these cold clouds reaching from California into southern Canada are another storm system moving on shore. But zeroing in on the west, there's high pressure building over Utah. Very few clouds there at the moment. And as that moves eastward and builds into Colorado, you get more sunshine and warmer temperatures and some breezes starting on the holiday. Wednesday by 6 p.m. It's not going to be a lot warmer than it was today, but some temperatures still at least 10 degrees below average, and you'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine during the day. And we'll be watching that system moving in from the Pacific Northwest. Now, between Wednesday 6 p.m. and Thursday 6 a.m., as you're getting ready for your holiday travels or just heading out for a holiday dinner, we develop high pressure to the west, lower pressure to the east. That's breezy winds blowing from the mountains to the plains, and those are warming winds. And temperatures Thursday should be 20 degrees warmer than they will be on Wednesday. The high pressure will be holding this storm system out to the north. Now, there's a general look at the weather conditions, and here's your forecast. Tonight for Colorado Springs and Pueblo, breezy and cold. Areas of fog are possible later, and overnight lows will be close to 10 degrees for both cities, and there will be some single digits around the region. Tomorrow, a mix of clouds and sunshine, and still cool. 35 for Colorado Springs and 44 degrees for Pueblo. Now, getting a little more specific for the neighborhoods, here are some overnight lows you can expect tonight with single digits in Rock Rimmon, close to 10 Skyway and the airport. A little bit warmer downtown, Village 7 and in Briargate. Tomorrow's highs will be mid-30s downtown and the airport, into the 40s, Village 7 and Skyway, just shy of the 40 mark in Briargate, and after that cold start, still 38 degrees in Rock Rimmon. Over 5 days, Wednesday still a cool day, but partly cloudy, breezy and nicely warmer. That's above average temperatures for Thanksgiving. Breezier and warmer yet on Friday, and a mix of clouds and sunshine, breezy winds and temperatures 10 degrees above average on Saturday and Sunday. A couple of things to keep in mind for the cold temperatures tonight. If you have a pet that usually stays outdoors, this would probably be a good night to bring them in. And if you haven't had your battery in your car checked for a while, if you have jumper cables, check on your neighbors in the morning. They may need a little bit of help.
Good advice. Thanks, Mike.
Well, after being on the Avs injured list, Joe Sakic is back, but did he lead the Avs to a victory? John will tell you next in sports.
Phil Long Suzuki invites you to shop and compare. Who gives you the best value? Not Toyota, not Honda, but Phil Long Suzuki. Like a new 99 Swift, just $79.99. That's thousands less than a Civic, or the Esteem with air and more, just $99.98. More car than a Corolla and thousands less. Even the 99 Vitara 4x4, premium options for just $13,999. Shop and compare Phil Long Suzuki to any import. You'll see.
That's why Colorado drives Phil Long.
Phil Long Suzuki in Motor City.
Don't let your current degree or skills keep you from a career in high-tech. Now there's a fast track to get the high-tech career you want. The High-Tech Boot Camp from Denver Technical College, an accelerated 21 to 32-week program in telecommunications, network systems administration, and information systems programming. There's flexible class scheduling so you don't have to quit your job, and advanced degrees are available. Imagine a whole new set of skills for a better job or a career in high-tech. The High-Tech Boot Camp from Denver Technical College at Colorado Springs. Call 719-632-3000.
You can go a lot of places with Cooper Discoverers. But first, you'll have to go here, your exclusive Cooper tire dealer.
Known as Bill and Mel, or the other way around, Mill and Bill.
We love Walmart because they're friendly all over. You can't beat the service that Ann gives to us. You couldn't get anything quicker.
She's the very best there is in pharmacists.
Yes, there is no one better. And if somebody wants to give me an argument about that, send them over.
You feel you trust her.
Don't forget, the medicine that she gives to us has to keep us going. Life is a wonderful thing if you have your health.
There's only one thing scarier to Japan than this guy. What I'm talking about is a really great deal on a Kia Sportage with a standard 130 horsepower engine, full carpeting, power steering, windows, locks, and mirrors, all starting at just $13,795 after $1,000 cash back during Kia's monster year-end sales event going on now. I think he got some bad sushi.
In Bronco land, he's an expert on concussions, and Chris Miller said he did not suffer another one. Now, the Broncos enjoyed playing the spoiler last night, especially on a Monday night. Quarterback Chris Miller took a hit in the third quarter, but he prefers to think of it as a ding. Miller met with the media today, and Kerry Lopez has more.
It started out Miller time at Mile High as Chris Miller got his third straight start since retiring in '95 after suffering from several head concussions. Many thought Miller may have sustained another concussion after a helmet-to-helmet encounter.
It was kind of bizarre. You know, I just handed off on a running play to the right, and I was carrying out my keeper fake, and as I came around the corner, Trey T kind of threw his defensive end into me, and it was kind of a shocker.
Miller knows all too well the symptoms of a concussion. He's been there, done that, and he doesn't like the C word and says he was just shaken up a bit.
It was one of those deals where I got hit, just got dinged a little bit, saw some stars, and just I continued to try to keep playing, but I knew I wasn't as effective as I needed to be. I realized that.
The Broncos have the week off. When asked who Coach Shanahan will start December 5th against the Chiefs,
Well, see, what I want to do is keep the talk shows going, keep the newspapers kind of competing, and then try to see who's got the best argument, then start that quarterback.
Don't look for Miller to hang up the towel anytime soon. He anticipates to be ready for the Chiefs and says he's having way too much fun. Kerry Lopez, 11 Sports.
Miller is being evaluated by doctors just to make sure he is A-OK. Today, the Broncos' overtime victory over the Raiders is sharing time with the fans throwing snowballs at the players for the Raiders. The Raiders' offensive tackle Lincoln Kennedy went into the stands after being hit in the eye with a snowball. He's filing charges against a fan who hit him in the eye. Even though he went after the fan, the police said Kennedy will not be cited. They said he had the right to fight back. And cornerback Charles Woodson is facing a misdemeanor assault charge for allegedly hitting a woman in the face with a snowball he threw back. Woodson could be fined as little as $25. Today, head coach Mike Shanahan did not think much of the fans who were throwing snowballs.
Someone to throw a snowball at somebody is classless. I mean, if you want to throw something at them, if you want to throw something at me and hit me with a snowball, I think you deserve to be punched. Now, for someone to throw a snowball back and hit somebody that's innocent, I was in the Raider game and I got hit in the back of the head with a battery. I felt like it was going to knock me out. Now, my first thought was, hey, I'd like to find out who did that, but I was going to take a battery and throw it in the middle of the crowd.
Today, the 31 teams in the NFL were sent letters saying there will be no more throat-slashing gestures in the league or else. Green Bay Packers quarterback Brett Favre was among the elite players caught on camera making this slashing gesture. Any player caught doing the throat-slashing gesture will be penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct and fined. Any player caught taunting an opponent in that manner will get a 15-yard penalty. And if it's done on the sidelines, the player will be fined by the league. The throat-slashing gesture could cost a player $2,500. On the ice, after missing 6 games with a rib injury, the Avs said, welcome back Joe Sakic. He shares the team scoring lead with 5 goals and 14 assists in 15 games. Well, the Avs, Joe Sakic, did not waste any time in letting everyone know he's back. There's a scramble in front of the net on the power play, and Sakic bangs home his 6th of the year. It's 1-0 Avs, but the Kings tied it. At the end of one period, we're tied at 1 apiece. In the second period, the Kings began to crown the Avs. It's now 3-1 LA, and then David Reed fires in a great pass he received. It's his 2nd of the year. The Avs down by only 1, 3-2. However, Rod Blake just smoked it home. It's 4-2 Kings in the second. Avs goalie Mark Denis had a rough night final score. Los Angeles blasted the Avs by a score of 6-2. Pittsburgh 3-1 over Toronto. The Islanders fall to Calgary. Montreal and San Jose 2 apiece. They're in the second period of action right now. And of course, great win for the Broncos last night, but the fans sort of ruined the things by throwing all those snowballs out.
I know, but it sure was an exciting game.
It was an exciting game, but let's stop throwing those snowballs.
I know. Thanks, John.
Coming up on 11 News, two gobblers know where they won't end up on Turkey Day and are very happy with their happy ending.
Getting legendary capability doesn't mean spending everything you have. In fact, with Jeep Cherokee Sport's low lease rate of $279 a month, you may even have a little change left over. Now get all this at no extra charge. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
We're sisters! Supercenter, it's a fun place to be. Walmart Supercenter is the best place to shop if you want to get everything. They have fresh produce, fresh meat. Those look good. Diabetic blueberry muffins. Clothes. Pizza. CDs. You can't do that anywhere else. You can only do it at the Supercenter. And I know I can find the low prices here. My husband does call me the Walmart queen. He opens up the checkbook and there's Walmart, 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 every single entry. It is true. I can come here, get everything I need, and then get back home to my family. It's one-stop shopping, and you're finished. We love it.
This holiday, nobody has a better selection of tools than Eagle Hardware and Garden. Over 7,500 brand-name tools and accessories at everyday low prices. Check your local paper's Thanksgiving edition for our special tool insert. It's enough to brighten anyone's holiday. Eagle Hardware and Garden. More of everything for the holidays.
Do it yourself with Delta. Tough benchtop power tools like this 10-inch compound miter saw with all the power to make tough jobs easy. Delta at Eagle.
If you've been looking for a car or truck, now's the time to come to Team Chevrolet. Join the thousands and thousands of people who knew their price right up front. They found it posted on every vehicle in stock. With no hassles, no gimmicks, no salespeople's commissions. Just the absolute lowest price we can sell the vehicle for. We've got prices you can afford and prices you can trust. The only price makes the buying experience easy and enjoyable. Stop by. Find the car or truck you want. Try the new way. The only price at Team Chevrolet.
Academy at Bijou.
We realize that not everyone has to wear a suit to the office these days. But chances are, you still have to wear shoes.
The Men's Warehouse.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Last time Kathy Lee was on The Late Show, she was hot for Dave. And then Dave covered a hot topic.
You're certainly too good for the likes of that Frank.
What'll happen on the next day? Find out.
Tonight at 10:35, after 11 News at 10.
In stock. In style. Incredible. You gotta go to GCO. Carpet, color, tile outlet. You gotta go.
Harry and Troy are turkeys, but they're not just any drumsticks. This pair from Minnesota is heading to Washington to see President Clinton tomorrow.
Not on his dinner table. Instead, they'll be the guests of honor in an official White House ceremony. The two will be pardoned and sent off to live large on a petting farm.
Incidentally, this is a presidential tradition dating back to Harry Truman.
And these two are very happy about that.
They probably are.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great evening.
When you're ready for a change, check out the 2000 Alero by Oldsmobile. Right now, you can lease the Alero GX for as low as $239 a month and get great offers on every other Oldsmobile. At your local Oldsmobile dealer. Start something.
For a world of gift-giving ideas for any occasion, come to Manitou Jack's. Discover the perfect, one-of-a-kind find every time. High-quality jewelry and gift ideas of exceptional design, remarkable detail, and unparalleled craftsmanship. For a refreshingly different change of pace, come to the best in the West. Find something new, something different, something special every time. Manitou Jack's with 3 great locations. Off Academy at Citadel Drive, in Manitou Springs, and on 29th Street in Pueblo.
My big brother plays the trombone.
Travel to cool places. And be with our friends.
And get the best seats at all the games.
Yeah!
you can be assured of getting the best deal on new and used band instruments from Colorado Springs Music. That's why we've been here for 76 years. Colorado Springs Music, where a lifetime of music begins. 321 North Tejon, downtown.
On your mark, get set, go to the Ross Shopping Marathon. Save up to 70% on thousands of items like designer sportswear, crystal giftware, sweaters, frames, jackets, gifts for men, activewear, fragrance gift sets, slippers, and much, much more. The Ross Shopping Marathon, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't lose out.
Country. You work hard all week long, and when the weekend comes, you play even harder. You need a truck that's as tough as you are. A Ford truck, like the 2000 Ranger with your choice of 3.9 financing or $1,000 cash back. Get 3.9 financing on a 2000 F-150, the #1 selling full-size truck in America. And check out a huge selection of 2000 Super Duties. So get into a Ford truck at your Rocky Mountain Ford store, your guide to Ford country.
11 News Job Site. Check us out on the web at